Hi there, I'm Taz Thornton, and today I want to talk to you about this stuff, this green stuff all around me. I want to talk to you about grass. Sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? But let me ask you this. How many times have you looked around and decided that the grass is going to be greener over there? So, maybe I should come way back over here. Grass looks a bit greener there. Maybe over there. Guess what? The grass is actually pretty green exactly where I'm standing now. So a while back, when Claire first asked me if I'd record this video blog for her, we were talking about this it's okay for you attitude, and I know Claire's talked an awful lot about that. So I just want to touch on that subject a little bit more, because it's very, very easy, incredibly easy, to just look at other people and assume that they have a better life than you, assume they have more than you, assume that things are easier than you. You know, in the background, I'm not sure if you'll hear it in the video, we're not too far from a school here, and you can hear children laughing and joking. And it's a beautiful sound, but we could be standing here and saying, well, they're having more fun than me. Why is it that in my childhood I was carefree, I was happy, and now I've lost that? And that person over there, they're having fun and I'm not. But we know nothing about what's going on. You know, there's a car park just over there. There are some really nice cars in there. Last time I glanced, there was a Bentley, a Jag, and a Porsche sitting next to my Hyundai. Now, should I be complaining and saying, well, it's all right for them, they've got these big vehicles? But we don't know anything about that person's life. We don't. You know, I've always been pretty open about my backstory. A lot of the stuff I talk to people about concerns where I've been and where I am now and where I'm going. You know, I talk about having been through abuse. I talk about having had a massive breakdown. I talk about I talk about breaking my back in 3 places when I was absolutely feeling so trapped by life and not seeing any other alternative. I was taking every risk I could take to just try and die. Goodness me, thank goodness I didn't do that. Thank goodness, because I would have missed out on so much. But aside from that, despite being really open about my backstory for all this time, you know, it's all over my blog, it's in my videos, it's a lot of the stuff I talk about, it's in my books, I still get people coming up to me and saying, well, it's all right for you. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Why are you looking at my grass here and assuming that for some magical reason it's greener than yours? Do you know why my grass might look a bit greener than yours? It's because I tend it and I water it. And of course, in this case, I'm using grass as a metaphor for life. If you just sit there and sink, if you sit there and wallow and feel sorry for yourself and assume that everybody else has got it easier, has got it better, is richer, is more attractive, is healthier, you're going to believe exactly that. It's like that old saying, whether you believe that you'll be right or you'll be wrong, you'll be absolutely dot on. Whether you believe that you will fail or succeed, you will be absolutely dot on. Now here's the thing, and I'm hoping some of you might relate to this. The stuff that's happened in my past, it's been pretty daunting. For me, it was pretty shitty at times. It was horrendous. It was so horrendous I wanted to get away from life. But that doesn't mean I should start comparing my past to other people's, because that's all so much to do with perception. You know, somebody else might look at some of the stuff I've been through and think, my goodness, how is she still here? I couldn't do that. Somebody else might look at the stuff I've been through and think, well, that's nothing compared to my life of famine and starvation and losing my family to terrible diseases or not being able to walk. All of this stuff, we compare all the time, and it does not serve us. We compare, we criticise, and we make massive assumptions that everybody else has got it easier than us. It's not true, people. It's a myth. Seriously, you gotta adjust your glasses, adjust your focus, adjust the way you are looking at the world. Because, yeah, my life is easy now. Yeah, it is okay for me. Do you know why? Because I made it so. Because I made a choice and I decided that I was going to take everything that had happened, and instead of going woe is me over it, instead of wallowing in it, I was going to take the teachings from those things and take them forward to enhance my future. And there's the balance, and that's the sweet spot. Because this is not about allowing your past to dictate your future. It's about getting to a point where you can look at your past and you can choose to get rid of the pain and the hurt and the discomfort you still feel over it. Get rid of all the stuff that doesn't serve you, but keep the teachings. And that's where we all go wrong so often. That's where we look at other people and we compare and we think they've got it easy and they think they've got it better than us. And we haven't walked a mile in their shoes. So I would love to encourage you all people. Thank you so much for staying with me so far. I'm going to wrap up soon because I've been talking for about 5 minutes and I know that we'll have the attention spans of gnats these days. So I just want you to take this. I just want you to stop comparing and stop assuming that everybody else's patch of grass is greener than yours. If you want your own grass to be greener, do something about it. Tend it, water it, care for it. What do I mean by that? I mean, look at your life and look at what needs to change. I mean, do an absolute audit on everything, not just on your kind of left brain on paper skill sets, not on your qualifications, but also on your outlook on life, on your health, on your well-being, and on where you want to get to. And if for whatever reason you're off track and it looks like it's going to be difficult to get there, then you need to make some changes. Be honest with yourself. Get to know yourself from the inside out. Get to know your own strengths, and where you feel that you don't have strengths, either go and learn or outsource them. Deploy somebody else's strengths to fill the gaps for you, to get you to wherever it is you want to be. But you will not get there, I promise you. You will not get to wherever it is you want to be by sitting there, resting on your laurels and complaining that everybody else seems to have it better than you and easier than you. You will not get the richness that you want and deserve in life, whether that's health, well-being, happiness, joy, contentment or money in the bank. You will not get there by looking at everybody else and saying it's all right for them. Because guess what? You need to turn things around so that you can look at your own life and say, hey, it's all right for me. So I hope that's helped. I'm Taz Thornton. Find me online if you want to. I'm always happy to have a chat, and I look forward to seeing you all unleash your awesome whenever I get to meet you next. Lots of love.